Hi, I'm Andy Smith, and in this series of videos we're going to be talking about side hustle. What's your side hustle? Have you got one? And talking about, in particular, building additional revenue streams for entertainers. As entertainers, we're ideally positioned to create additional revenue streams in the quiet times. I have frequently been frustrated pulling what little hair out that I have remaining, because the fact that we can only be at one event at a time and getting paid by the hour while we're there. There's peaks and troughs in the industry. We've got the holiday seasons, Christmas, Easter, Halloween, and we can easily end up with huge voids of no income between times. And redundancy. When I had a proper job, I was made redundant 3 times in 2 years. They let me go. I was without work. I had to start again, fill in a CV, go through it. It took a time as a sales and sales management to build up its basic salary and commission. And it takes a while to get the business running in again before you get paid, and then you get a lead time before the commission comes through. Frightening times. Sickness, redundancy, retirement. All these are frustrating as entertainers. The ways round this were to charge higher fees, and you know I'm a proponent of higher fees for our services. We do not charge enough as entertainers for our services. Another way to get more business is to create more markets. If you're in the birthday party market, is to generate trade show business or wedding business or corporate dinners. These help, but do not solve the problem of the fact that we can only work one event at a time, and still cause us problems when we're sick or we're coming up for retirement. So my aim was to find 10 ways to generate $500 a month as a side hustle, 10 additional revenue streams that could support me should I not be able to work. People say, well, when should you start that? Well, you've heard the saying, I'm sure, that the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time to plant a tree is today. And fortunately for me, I started a few years ago at building my side hustles and my revenue streams. And as yet, I haven't built it up to a forest, but I'm working that way. It's getting that way, and I'm proud of the fact that I've done it. The second time to plant a tree is today. And I urge you to really consider additional revenue streams, your side hustles, in place today. My side hustle started with me writing books, particularly for entertainers, how to charge more for a birthday party. I then expanded that with the Dominant Brand book to help small businesses position themselves so that they could charge more for their work. And that has gone on to include a number of books that help people sell more easily, sell more often, and just generally sell more. And I'm quite proud of the way they've performed and how they're going. But also, I've used my experience as a fundraising for schools and written a book about fundraising for schools and fundraising ideas. I've come up with a kids' birthday party survival guide, which is available on Amazon. I've also done a book on procrastination, eventually, to help people get started and stuck in. There's 1 or 2 other books up there on Amazon. I've got a couple more in the way, tactical prospecting and how to get the better quality clients. But it comes down to building additional incomes, and I've always wanted to write children's books as a sideline. I started with 2 children's books about Harvey the Hedgehog, and then have grown on from that and developed a range of children's books about Scruff the dog, a puppet that appears in my magic shows. What I want to do is to be able to show you and help you to see how you can develop quite easily your own side hustles within the writing. In this next video, I want to give you 5 ways that you can profit from book sales. And you might be quite surprised about these 5 ways. Obviously, we all want to sell as many books as possible if you're an author, and I can give you tips and ideas on how to do that. Then there's ways to sell more to each customer. Obviously, you know me and my wanting to charge more for my services, charge more for a book, and I can help you that way as well. Reduce your costs. When I first started, those books, those 2 hedgehog books, cost me an arm and a leg, and I've come up with a system now which greatly reduces the costs, and this is a major part of video number 3. And I talked to you about live events. Live events have been wonderful for me. The fact that I have my own range of books has let me to speak at events and has created additional income way beyond my normal expectations, and I'm grateful for that. So I'll see you in the next video. Please come and join us, and please in the comments below let me have your side hustles. Let me know about your side hustles. What do you do to generate extra income? I'd like to hear. Speak to you soon.